Happy to be on hand. I'm Brandon Gaudin with Charles Davis. And before we kick, partner, your keys to the game, please.
Well, my keys are on the defensive side of the ball for both teams. And the big one, making sure you avoid giving up the big play. These safeties are going to get tested all game long. Their job, keep the ball in front of them, tackle people, make them run extra plays in order to try and score.
Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Throwing on first down. Murray. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And this will be caught at the 30. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. A huge play there right off the bat. 48 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Murray. Flush to his right. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
To throw on 2nd down. Murray. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. His first catch, good for 14 there and a 1st down.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
And a movement there coming from the middle of the line.
And you understand he wants to get off the ball quickly, but the ball's right in front of him. He has to watch it move first.
So it's still 1st and goal, but now they get to try from a bit closer.
Come on, let's go! Brand 38! Brand 38! Ohio! Ohio!
They'll run it with Johnson. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
And Johnson on an island by himself in the backfield. 2nd and goal. Operating from the gun. Murray. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. As his guys are in for 6. And the Cardinals take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive.
And when Shannon Sharp scores a touchdown, there's a natural exuberance that goes along with it. You remember the time he was playing in Denver and he got on the sideline phone and said, call the president?
Oh, yeah.
Because we are absolutely killing the Patriots right now. That's his personality. That's who he is. And his team tends to respond to it quite well.
Here's Dawson now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he will fight his way forward to about the 23-yard line. Michael Strahan there to make the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Mahomes to throw on second down. Forced out to his left. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Now Sanders. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
And going deep for Hill. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. A huge play there for Arizona. 42 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. His throw caught at about the 5. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. In for the score. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 12 more yards there and another first down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Right back to him on first down. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
When you're putting together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
Now Mahomes. He completes it to Jordy Nelson. And now a fumble. The ball's out, and the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. Following the fumble recovery, Murray. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Murray going up top. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Randy Moss, 51 yards. And alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, kickoff moments away. Quickly, what are you watching in this one?
The offensive line for both teams, because both teams have a terrific pass rush. They've got to keep their passers upright. If they have a chance to do that, they can both thrive on offense and move the ball downfield.
Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
carry for LeGarrette Blount. And a nice pickup as this one gets him to the 10-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Vick on second down. And he'll be hit and dropped for a loss at the 5-yard line. Three and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. Vick back around his own goal line. Eluding the pressure right. This is Johnson. He's got it. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a first down. Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20.
By 90, by 20, by 20.
First down, Vick. Packer pressure, and down he goes. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
Partner, we talked about this at halftime, but I don't think either one of us expected it to continue. Michael Vick has been bottled up in this game. This defense has done a fantastic job of containing his running ability.
It is so rare. They could never contain him back in the day. Remember 2006 when he set the single-season record with over 1,000 rushing yards. Off the play fake, Vick. Trying to squeeze it into Edelman, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. Well, it was 3rd down. Defensively, they were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They got off the field.
They're going to have to come right back on.
They're going to come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. The Chargers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. Back to it after the pick 6. Vick. Now Vick stripped. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Second down, Rivers. He gets it left side to Johnson. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. And give him a gain of 37.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
On 1st and 10, Rivers. Gates with a grab. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride.
Now he'll be wrapped up around the waist and pushed down.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Here's Rivers. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. They were looking the way of Decker that time. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And they'll run it for the first time with Ricky Williams. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw that on that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield. And
this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Packers. Calvin Johnson, 39 yards. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter about to get underway with the Packers in possession of the football, as we'll see one following the score on the final play before break. Butker now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 from back at their own 10-yard line. And it's brought in by Eric Decker. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. A first down throw here for Rivers. And his throw here is incomplete. Antonio Gates, the veteran tight end, was the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
Now Rivers. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He was looking for Antonio Gates that time. And it's 3rd down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete.
I don't know why you would do that. It's almost guaranteed points the other way. I mean, I get it if it's a late-game situation, maybe even 4th and inches. But, boy, that's a huge risk to take.
Yeah, now they're set up in prime position going the other way. Now here's Mahomes. Oh, he sheds himself free. Open space inside the 10. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Calvin Johnson, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Packers add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 21-0. Butker now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And not a particularly good return here as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Vick will look to throw on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And instead, they want to throw it off play action. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Jalen Ramsey right there in coverage to knock it away.
An attempt at a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. The offense stays put. They failed twice already in this first half, but they're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down. They will indeed go for it. Vic, and they're going to sack him again. The 5th time they've gotten him today, and this one results in a safety. And now a whistle and a timeout called by the kicking team. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Here's Walsh now to kick this one off. And an alley to run. Short boot, take it at the 21. There goes Green. Touchdown, Packers. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis, thrilled to be with you from the broadcast booth. And, partner, before we get this thing started, what are you going to be watching?
Who gets off to a fast start? In horse racing terms, they talk about catching a flyer out of the gate. Who sets the pace and makes the other team chase?
Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. That's fielded in the end zone. And an alley to run. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, and put it on the board. It's 6, a touchdown. Deion Sanders with what they'll score a 106-yard return. And the Madden Elites have taken the early lead. Gostkowski with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. Oh, look at that.
Oh, look at him turn.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Black 58, rail. Black 58.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Ebron caught left side. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. We'll give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, you can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
I don't mean to jump in on you, partner, but they didn't waste any time getting downfield, did they? I mean, a nice big play there.
3 plays, 3 successful plays in plus territory. Now this defense on its heels a bit.
It seems like they had something targeted there, doesn't it? It's like, okay, we've got a matchup we like coming right out of the gate. Let's go ahead and get right to it.
That's good for 21 yards and a first down. A first red zone opportunity now for the Packers. They come up first and 10 at the 16. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Throwing now is Mahomes. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Here's Mahomes to throw. That's complete. Right around the 8. And brought down, but the juke, the very nice juke, gives him the first down yardage there. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. And again, it's Mahomes. Touchdown, Packers! Calvin Johnson from 3 yards out. And the Packers take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Partner, are they going to cover him? That's 4 catches and the touchdown grab on that opening drive.
But what we're seeing so far, I believe, is their understanding that they want to go to him and often, but also they know they've got to move him around a little bit, get him into some different spots to continue to find open space to throw him the football. Otherwise, I just run 2 or 3 guys at it. They're doing a nice job of finding his way open, scheming him, as they like to say.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. On first and 10, here's Vick. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. So here's a first and 10 at the 38. first carry now for Ricky Williams. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. Second down.
When you try to create space for your running back, the first thought is how physical is the offensive line. Sometimes it's just positioning. On that play, it didn't matter about positioning or being physical. The defensive front, they out-leveraged them and won the battle.
Second down, Vic. Throw right side is hauled in by the tight end, Gonzalez. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down.
When Tony Gonzalez makes catches, sometimes I feel bad, like it's almost routine. And that's really not what the deal is. This is a guy who has to work his way open on every play because he's such a featured guy. But he's also a guy that throughout his career, there's a little bit of a loyalty and a soft spot for Kansas City, his first team. When he went to Atlanta, did you know he kept his mouthpiece from Kansas City, which was kind of that yellow that goes in the Kansas City uniform? Not in the Atlanta uniform, but he kept wearing it because he remembered the good times he had in KC.
The linebacker, Ryan Shazier, there to make the tackle.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities.
Now a second down throw for Vic. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. 20. And into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. That means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Madden Elite's heading back onto the field. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Vic on second down. Escaping the pressure right. Open man right side is Smith-Schuster, complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 15 yards through the air and a first down. Throwing, Vic. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, He's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll use his blockers to get this up over the 20 to the 21. Second down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now. They'll try to run for it. Here's Williams. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On first down, Mahomes. And that'll be incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. On 2nd down, Williams. And he powers his way up past the 30. Casey Hayward makes the tackle. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Lambeau following these words. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Madden Elite's offense coming back on the field. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
Eagle.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Eagle.
A 2nd down throw for Vic. Wide open receiver complete. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down. A 1st down throw coming for Vic. Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A good pickup there, a 22. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. Here's Michael Vick. And a big loss here as he's taken down. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. As the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Here's Vick. He's going to sling this deep down. Oh, and now Vick throwing another interception. Picked off around the 41. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
On first and 10, here's Mahomes. And he checks this one down to Williams. And he'll go down at the 28. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll be a second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Johnson. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. And 15 yards there on the catch and run. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And the kick by Butker is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So they get the 3, increase their lead to close out the half.
Excellent way to end a drive, go into the locker room with a little bit of extra momentum after adding 3 to their total.
And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. And now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Ray Lewis up from his linebacker spot to make the play.
I think when people start talking about the greatest Ravens of all time, Ray Lewis's name comes up pretty fast, doesn't it? Tackles like that, just the tip of the iceberg when you start to talk about his talents.
He was their second pick after the move to Baltimore. What was that, 96?
Yeah, 1996. Jonathan Ogden was the first.
And Ray Lewis also two-time Super Bowl champion and the MVP of Super Bowl 35.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Mahomes going to throw. Ebron's got it. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And he's going to drop this off to Williams, complete. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. From midfield, here's Mahomes. Trying to lay one up deep. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. On second down, here's Mahomes. His throw incomplete. He was looking for the great one, Jerry Rice. And it's third down.
Well, sometimes you just have to take things into your own hands, don't you? I mean, the offense is really struggling in this game. They're the ones keeping things going. They have to continue to play at that level.
Mahomes now to throw. Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. That'll be taken in the end zone. And spins away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Vic to throw it. Dancing to his left. He's got a man. Complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A really good pickup of 28 yards. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So they jumped on the left side of that line.
And you know when you're at the end spot, you are like in the starting blocks, waiting for the pistol to fire and go, and he jumped a little bit too early.
So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction. To throw, Vic. He's going to go for a big play down, and he will have a touchdown. Randy Moss, 33 yards. And the Madden Elites draw a bit closer.
That appeared like any routine NFL quarterback, but it was Michael Vick from the pocket, throws a touchdown pass. And I just think about the transformation throughout his career. From Atlanta, where he would take off and go at just about the drop of a hat and turn defenses into mush. And then by the end of his career in Philadelphia, where he completed passes like we just saw from the pocket, yet still had those great legs. When necessary, they helped get him out of trouble.
Gostkowski now out to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. Right now clinging to a one-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Again, it's Williams. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
Mahomes now on first down. Caught by Nelson left side. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Now a handoff. Here's Williams. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Now Mack, and he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. 2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. They'll hand it off now. Williams. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Wow, a personal foul at this stage in the 4th. Hard to believe. Really hard to believe, and now that glow of hope that you had begins to flicker out, doesn't it? Yep. Following the penalty, it's Williams. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now here's whistles and another timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They run it again with Williams. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Hall of Famer Howie Long with the tackle. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, they've got to find 2 scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but, boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The Madden Elite's offense trotting out again. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring.
He's got the lane, and there and he will score. It's a touchdown. A big play there. And the Madden Elites draw a bit closer. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop,
and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, you get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And this is recovered by the Packers, so that might just about do it. Well, for a second there, I had flashbacks to a few years ago, the NFC Championship game for the Packers, but here they're able to hold on.
And many things changed in Green Bay after that game. Personnel, people coaching, the whole deal. And in this case, they get it done. No fail like they had in Seattle.
The Packers looking to get out of here with a win as they take the knee.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand. Kickoff just moments away. Charles, quickly, keys to the game.
For me, it's coaching. Who prepared his team the best going into this one to give them the confidence to believe that they would win the game? That's who's going to come out of this one on top.
Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from the Superdome. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. First down, Vic. And this is Ertz with it, right side. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little game. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped, but I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
They will come up on a 1st and 5 following the encroachment penalty. Play action now, Vic. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
Put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, force the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely frees up your guys elsewhere. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Vic readies to throw. It's over the middle. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. And they'll go on the ground. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Give him 2 on that run, and they're still left looking at a third and about 9 to go. Vic now. And he's got his man Hilton. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. His first catch, good for 16 and a first. This will be their first trip to the red zone. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And it's a touchdown. Calvin Johnson, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Madden Elites have taken the early lead. Well, that's how they envisioned it, get the football to start the game and score.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
Hopkins with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Here's Hopkins now out to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25.
Black 58 rail! Black 58 rail! Ace! Ace!
Starting the drive with a give to Mack. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
A very good move, but for a relatively modest gain out near the 32. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
Black 58 rail! Black 58 rail!
Working from the gun, Mahomes. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Terrell Suggs in there to drop him for a loss of 10, and it'll be 4th and long. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Pulled in at the 24. A great return there of 22 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Vick on second down. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And they will score. It's a Packer touchdown. Ah, yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
Ah, you're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while, to have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski. Okay, Oski
different
was an
things for
interception.
different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a two-syllable word. You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski. The Madden Elites heading back onto the field. Back to it after the pick six. Vick. Johnson's got it complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A nice gain of 21 yards.
Didn't they tell us in our meetings that they needed to account for him on each and every play?
You think? A guy of his caliber? So how does a guy like him get that wide open?
That usually means there's a tire breakdown on what the coverage was. That everyone thought they were doing something, and they were supposed to be doing something else. But bottom line is, no matter what, you have to know where he is and cover him on every play.
Now a second down throw for Vick. He's got his man on the crossing route. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. Vick on 3rd and 2. He's got it to Hilton. Past the 20. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. They give him 27 yards on the third down conversion. Vick now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Two minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. We're back to New Orleans after this. Vick will look to throw on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll throw again. Here's Vick. Being chased out left. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now here's Vick. Now the ball comes loose, and the Packers pick it up. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. They begin the drive with Williams. And shutting him off, now open field. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A big play on the ground there. It goes for 36 yards.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll make it 2nd and short. The clock rolls as the Packers look to hurry things up. Now Williams. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On 1st down, Mahomes. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. And Butker able to put this one through. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Here's Hopkins now out to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show him one thing, hit him with something else.
And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. The tackle made by the corner, Jimmy Smith. From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. Flush to his right. Man open, Rice. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards on the play.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And he hits his tight end, Ebron. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a 1st down there. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got some space here. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
But that's the desired outcome coming out here in the second half of being able to run the football and establish a little bit of pace and maybe even a bit of dominance at the line of scrimmage. They want that to continue. Way too early to think about this being ball control time. But the way they're running it, you got to think they may want to continue that and see if they can go ahead and grind their opponents into submission.
10 more there and another 1st down. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Defensively, it was Leighton Vander Esch up from his linebacker spot. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd goal. back now here live in New Orleans. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. A 4-yard pickup, not enough. 4th down. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. Oh, good footwork on the spin. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Madden Elite's offense coming back on the field. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. They'll run it now out of the gun. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
2nd down, Vic. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Vic now from the 50. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. So down 6, and they know they need this one on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And the catch made by Hilton. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. That's what they need right now. Get the 1st down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
He's back to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Johnson. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another 1st down. Nick and the offense will start 1st and 10. And he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far. Back to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Johnson. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is going to be Packer football.
Well, that simply is a missed opportunity. They're in position. If they take the ball downfield and score, they've got a chance to win the game. Instead, they cough it up. I don't think next week at practice is going to be a whole lot of fun for him.
On the other side, no bigger time to force a turnover when you've got that small lead.
Yeah, and when you look at it from the offense's perspective, taking care of the ball is so important. I know they're going to have all kind of ball security drills in practice all next week.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Williams. And just shedding him off there. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. And before this play happens, we're going to get a timeout here. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Williams. And not much of an opening there as he's only going to get this to about the 32. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. Pushing through the contact. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. So here we go, Charles, 3rd down. Any chance you're throwing?
I don't think so. I think you got to keep the clock rolling here.
And indeed, they will keep it on the ground. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And it's fielded at the 34. A good return there, 17 yards. And control of the football, switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. The Madden Elite's offense trotting out again. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short in the end zone who comes up and ends up making the...
Oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
And that one... Oh, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go just short, as this is definitely not his best throw, and it'll wind up being intercepted.
And, boy, before the drive even starts, here's a timeout. Wow. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And they will take a knee here. Well, partner, even though my phone alarm failed me this morning and I missed our AM workout, we still made it through this thing together, didn't we?
Well, you always know I need extra workouts just to keep up with you, so it doesn't matter. But thanks for sharing a booth, and thanks for being our quarterback.
Yeah, you're the quarterback. Always a pleasure, my friend. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. Till next time, we say so long from the Bayou.